program to find two elements in a given array whose sum is equal to the given value. In this program, we will be given with the array, and in that array there are certain elements. Now, there we have to find out those elements whose sum is given to us. Just like let us suppose that we are given with the array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now somebody is asking that give me those two elements whose sum is 3. So for sure 1 and 2 are those elements whose sum is 3 that we have to answer. And we have to solve this question with the minimum time complexity. So there I will tell you how to solve this question. So the case 1 is saying that the array is sorted. So first of all, we are solving the program, and the program is saying hash include iostream.h. So first of all, we are going to include the header file. Then is the void main. The main function is called. Now we are having array int ar, and the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are taking array. So now we are having array, and in this array the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the values which are placed in array, and the name of this array is AR. So we are writing the AR in front of array. Now the program is saying, now as you can see that it is our first case in which sorted array. So all the values are sorted. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These values are already sorted. So we don't have to sort them. And we are first of all seeing the case 1. Then we will go with the case 2. Now they are saying int size. So there is one variable that they are taking, which is size. I am taking it as is equal to size of total array divided by size of array 0, means first element. So if I divide the total array with the first element, that will be nothing but the size of array. And you know that the size of array is 5 because there are 5 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the value of s is 5. This s is the short form of size. Now they are saying int f is equal to 0. So there is one more variable which I am taking, f, and that value is 0. R is equal to size minus 1. So there is one more variable r whose value is size minus 1, and size is 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Actually these f and r are nothing but they are pointing to the index values. So the index value of array are starting with 0, 1, 2, 3 till 4. So these are the index value. So first of all the f is pointing to 0. That means f is pointing to first element, and r is pointing to 4. That means r is pointing to the last element. Now they are saying int n is equal to 9. So there is one more variable which is n, and the value is 9. And this 9 is nothing but that number that we want. Just like if the array is given, the sum of two elements should be equal to 9. So n is that number. Now they are saying while f is less than r. So the value of f is 0 and the value of r is 4. So 0 is less than 4. True. The loop will come inside. Now it is saying if ARF plus ARR equal to n. So ARF, that means AR0, which is 1, and ARR, that means AR4, that is equal to 5. So 1 plus 5, that is equal to 6, but not 9. This will not continue. It will come down to the else if part. Now they are saying ARF plus ARR is greater than n. We know that 1 plus 5 that we have calculated is equal to 6, and that is not greater than n. So it will again come down to the else part. Now they are saying f plus plus. So the value of f will be incremented. It will be 1, and now the f is pointing to 1. So now the f is pointing to 1. After that, this will go back and check. F is less than R. So 1 is less than 4. That is true. It will come down. Then they are saying if ARF plus ARR equal to n, that means 2, which is ARF, plus 5, which is ARR. So 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. And 7 is not equal to 9. So this part will not run. It will come down to the else if part, and they are saying ARF plus ARR greater than n. So 7 is not greater than 9. Again, else part will run f plus plus. So the new value of f will be 2. And now the f is pointing to 2. Removing it because it is not required. Again it will go back. Then they are checking while f less than r. So talking about f, which is 2, is less than 4. True. It will come down. If ARF plus ARR equal to n, that means ARF, which is 3, and ARR, which is 5. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. It is equal to n. So 8 equal to 9. Wrong. So this part will again not run. It will come down to else if part. ARF plus ARR greater than n. So 8 is greater than 9. Wrong. Again else part will run. F plus plus. So f is now incremented with 1. Now it is 3. So f will be pointing to index value 3. Then it will come back. Again it will check f less than r. 3 less than 4. True. Again it will come down. If ARF plus ARR. Now ARF is 4 and ARR is 5 is equal to n. So 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Is 9 equal to 9? Yes, true. So there it will come down and print elements are ARF and ARF is 4, a space, then ARR and is 5. So we have successfully found two elements which are 4 and 5, and these are having the sum is equal to 9, which is the asked sum. So there the question is solved, and the output for this question will be elements are 4 and 5. So now we have solved this question for sorted array. Now we are finding out the complexity. So we have solved the case 1 where we have given with the sorted array, and this one is a sorted array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the output of this program is elements are 4 and 5 which are having the sum 9. So now we are going to find out the complexity of this program. We will analyze the complete program to find out the complexity, and we will ignore all the constant complexities. So first of all, this line will execute the header file constant, void main constant time, declaring a array constant time, calculating the size constant time. Basically we define the constant time with 1, so you can add or 1 plus 1 plus 1 if you want. I am ignoring them. Int f is equal to 0, r is equal to size minus 1, constant time, declaration again constant time. So this one is the while loop, there the complexity will affect, and this one is the inner part of the while loop. If we see the outer area of while loop, then this outer area will run for all the values of n. Roughly we say that they will work for n plus 1 value, because if the front is pointing to the first element and r is pointing to the last element, so after n elements plus 1 the loop will false. So it will run for n plus 1 values. And in the inner part, sometimes if will run, sometimes else if will run, and sometimes else part will run. But roughly the degree of time will be n. So if I add the complexity of the whole program, I am ignoring all the constant complexities which are 1. So I am taking only n complexities. This one is n plus 1 plus n. The total is equal to 2n plus 1, and that is nothing but the degree n. So if the degree is n, the complexity will be big O of n. So now we know that in the case 1 we are having sorted array, and the complexity will be big O of n, and big O of n is nothing but the linear time complexity. So if some sorted array is given, and we can solve this problem in the linear time complexity. Now it's time for taking the case 2. So now we are taking the case 2 in which there is unsorted array. So in the case 2, unsorted array is given. Let us suppose we are having array elements. So this is the same array we have taken, which is AR, and let us suppose the values of this array are 5, 3, 4, 1 and 2. Now this array is not sorted. So how can we solve this problem with the same program with the less complexity? So here we are going to add on one line in this program, And this one is apply merge sort for unsorted array. That means we have to use merge sort for sort the array first. So now we are going to sort this array, and after sorting the elements will be same as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And when the elements are sorted, we can apply the same program which we have discussed. The main thing about this one is that we are applying the merge sort, and the merge sort is having the complexity which is big O of n log n. Only the thing is that we have used the same program after sorting the array, and before that we have applied the merge sort. So first of all we will consider this complexity for sorting, which is big O n log n, and then further we will take the complexity of the program to find out two numbers which are having the sum equal to the given element. So we will combine these two complexities, and after combining, the resultant complexity will be the higher one, that will be n log n. So to solve the same problem with the unsorted array, we are having the time complexity which is big O n log n. So now we can conclude that this problem can be solved in two cases. The case one is saying if sorted array is present, then we can solve this into big O of n time. And the case 2 says that if the unsorted elements are there, then we can sort first applying the merge sort, then again apply the same algorithm. So this will take big O of n log n complexity. So here we can say that we can solve this problem into linear time complexity if the array is sorted, and in n log n complexity if it is unsorted.